Hey, everybody. We are entering into a brand new month, which means we have a whole new theme to explore for the next number of weeks. As you may or may not know, 2023 here at Center for Spiritual Living Santa Cruz and at CSLs around the world. Our theme for the year is Living Out Loud, and we're going to be continuously exploring what does it look like? What does it take? What does it mean for each one of us to really live out loud into the world, live into our beliefs, live into our passion, live into our values? And so we started the year with the root and reboot. We really just took a moment to say, you know what? What is God? What are we talking about? What are we doing here? What are some of the base fundamentals of what we believe? And we took some time to explore that in January. And now, moving into February, the theme for the month is going to be something to the effect of curiosity is a superpower. Curiosity is your superpower. It's my superpower. And we're going to be exploring how to think of curiosity as a spiritual principle, as a spiritual practice, as a way of living out loud into the world. You know, when I think about so much of what is up for us all to look at in the world right now, the conflicts that might be showing up interpersonally, the issues we see happening in the world, the things that come up in our own individual lives. One of the things that I find so incredibly powerful about metaphysics, about New Thought, is that there's this inherent idea that there is some deeper meaning, some metaphor. There's something for you in absolutely everything that's happening. And so, what would it look like for each one of us to approach our lives, to approach each other, to approach the big problems or the people we disagree with in the world with a sense of curiosity first? Simply willing to listen, simply willing to ask within our own mind or of each other, what is here for me to understand? What is here for me in this? You know, some of you may have heard that I love the idea of giving ourselves unanswerable questions, great ponderables, if you will. And for me, in this idea that everything is God in action, everything is spirit unfolding, everything is evolution or greater good emerging, I've often lived in the question of how is this God? Or how can this thing be bringing about some greater good? And it's in the willingness to ask that question, to look for it, to contemplate it, that perhaps greater awarenesses, possibilities, intuitions, and understandings become available to me because I'm willing to ask the questions. And so that's going to be the invitation that I'm going to ask us to explore, that we're going to be talking about each Sunday in the next number of weeks, is what does it really look like for each one of us to live in the curiosity? You know, today is February 1st, and here at CSL Santa Cruz, we are having move-in day with our friends at Hadesh Yemenu Jewish Renewal Community. They're moving in with us. We're going to be sharing space. We're going to be having classes and services here and coexisting with each other. And in that, in having two spiritual communities moving into one shared space, there's an opportunity for us, for all of us, to show up with curiosity. What do each other believe? How do we learn to share space together? What does it mean for us to listen to each other and to see what each other knows that we may not know already? And so let's take this week, this month, to just be a curious people, to be willing to ask questions, to be able to look for things we haven't seen before. And what happens when we approach life with a sense of curiosity, with a sense of willingness to be surprised, with a sense of willingness to say, you know what? Maybe there is a hidden metaphor. Maybe there is a hidden meaning. Maybe there is some greater good that it could be coming from whatever it is that I'm looking at. But it has to start with a willingness to ask some questions, to look beyond our judgments or what we think we might know, and take the opportunity to be explorers of life, to start doing the deep asking, the deep looking, the deep willingness to find something that perhaps we didn't know was there. So let's do that this month. Let's take the opportunity and just be curious, to ask what, to ask why, to ask how, and to seek the answers, to seek the understanding, to seek the possible, and see what we find. So that's our journey. That's where we're going. That's what we're going to be doing. Curiosity is your superpower. It's my superpower. Let's take the month as a community to activate this awareness in our minds, in our hearts, and in our collective. See you soon.